Welcome to Voices of Joy Voiceovers. Take a breather, relax, and enjoy the soothing inspirational word for today. Here at Voices of Joy, we love sharing different Bible versions that you may not hear on a regular basis, or perhaps you've never heard of before. Today we are sharing Daniel chapter 6, verses 1 through 23 out of the New Century Version. Darius thought it would be a good idea to choose 120 governors who would rule his kingdom. He chose 3 men as supervisors over those governors, and Daniel was one of the supervisors. The supervisors were to ensure that the governors did not try to cheat the king. Daniel showed that he could do the work better than other supervisors and governors, so the king planned to put Daniel in charge of the whole kingdom. Because of this, the other supervisors and governors tried to find reasons to accuse Daniel about his work in the government, but they could not find anything wrong with him or any reason to accuse him because he was trustworthy and not lazy or dishonest. Finally, these men said,
"We will never find any reason to accuse Daniel unless it is about the law of his God."
So the supervisors and governors went as a group to the king and said,
"King Darius, live forever. The supervisors, assistant governors, the people who advise you, and the captains of the soldiers have all agreed that you should make a new law for everyone to obey. For the next 30 days, no one should pray to any god or human except to you, O king. Anyone who doesn't obey will be thrown into the lion's den. Now, O king, make the law and sign your name to it, so it cannot be changed, because then it will be a law of the Medes and the Persians and cannot be canceled."
So King Darius signed the law. Even though Daniel knew that the new law had been written, he went to pray in an upstairs room in his house, which had windows that opened towards Jerusalem. 3 times each day, Daniel would kneel down to pray and thank God, just as he always had done. Then those men went as a group and found Daniel praying and asking God for help. So they went to the king and talked to him about the law he had made. They said,
"Didn't you sign it? A law that says no one may pray to any god or human except you, O king? Doesn't it say that anyone who disobeys during the next 30 days will be thrown into the lion's den?"
The king answered, "Yes, that is the law, and the laws of the Medes and Persians cannot be canceled." Then they said to the king,
"Daniel, one of the captives from Judah, is not paying attention to you, O king, or to the law you signed. Daniel still prays to his God 3 times every day."
The king became very upset when he heard this. He wanted to save Daniel, and he worked hard until sunset trying to think of a way to save him. Then those men went as a group to the king. They said,
"Remember, O king, the law of the Medes and Persians says that no law or command given by the king can be changed."
So King Darius gave the order, and Daniel was brought in and thrown into the lion's den. The king said to Daniel, "May the God you serve all the time save you." A big stone was brought and placed over the opening of the lion's den. Then the king used his signet ring and the rings of his royal officers to put special seals on the rock. This ensured that no one would move the rock and bring Daniel out. Then King Darius went back to his palace. He did not eat that night. He didn't have any entertainment brought to him, and he could not sleep. The next morning, King Darius got up at dawn and hurried to the lion's den. As he came near the den, he was worried. He called out to Daniel, "Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God that you always worship been able to save you from the lions?" Daniel answered, "O king, live forever. My God sent his angel to close the lions' mouths. They have not hurt me because my God knows I am innocent. I never did anything wrong to you, O king." King Darius was very happy and told his servants to lift Daniel out of the lion's den. So they lifted him out and did not find any injury on him because Daniel had trusted in his God. Wow, wow, wow. Isn't that an awesome story of Daniel in the lion's den? Wow. Another example of our faith in the Lord, how the Lord honors our faithfulness to him, and how he protects us in so many situations. Ooh, thank you, Lord. Now, we are sure you know someone who also needs to hear this word today. Feel free to share. Go ahead, that's all right. Share our recordings with anyone who needs some calming inspiration. Be sure to follow Voices of Joy Voiceovers on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Spotify podcasts. We are excited to share new recordings to our platforms Monday mornings at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We truly thank you for sharing part of your day with us, family. Have an absolutely extraordinarily blessed rest of your day on purpose. Until next time, this is Voices of Joy Voiceovers, signing off with love.